Hello and welcome to this special edition of 21st Century, which focuses on the impact of HIV and AIDS on children. I'm Daljit Dhaliwal. More than 16 million children have lost their parents to HIV and AIDS. A staggering 14 million of them live in sub-Saharan Africa. Alcides Soares from Mozambique was forced to become an adult before his time when this deadly disease claimed the lives of both his parents, ripping his family apart. But life for Alcides took an amazing turn when a filmmaker gave him a video camera. Growing up alone as an orphan, he documented his quest to find a home and reunite with his brother. In Mozambique, there are 9 million children under the age of 15. According to the United Nations, more than 500,000 of them are orphans whose parents died of HIV and AIDS.
My name is Alcides Soares. I made this film. I'm 16 and I'm an orphan. My father and my mother died of AIDS. I have a younger sister who lives nearby, and I have a little brother. I don't know where he is. My dream is to find my brother. I haven't seen him in 10 years. This is where I live now, with Vovo. I call her my grandmother, but she is really not. Vovo and I are like a family now.
I felt I needed to help you, because my children are in South Africa, and I don't know who is helping them. So when I saw you, and you came to me with a delegation from the church, and they told me your situation, and they knew that I was by myself. That's when they brought you over here, and I love living with you. Because I don't know who would be helping my children in South Africa, so I had a feeling that I could help you.
My day-to-day life when I wake up in the morning, maybe 3 or 4 o'clock, I go to Vovo's room and help her pray. I sweep the outside the way she taught me. I do the dishes. She comes out of her room, and then she goes outside to sell things. The neighbors give her candy to sell. I am lucky to have Vovo. She took me in after everything happened. I cook and I clean and I push her to church every day, and she gives me a place to live. It is 1.5 miles to church.
When he gets married, how are we going to live? I don't know. Only God knows. Today's girls, most of them don't want to live with the old people. Me and you, we understand each other. But when you get a wife, one day I think she's going to change your mind about how you think of me.
These are my friends. We met at Reencontro. It's an organization that helps AIDS orphans. It's run by a woman named Olinda. Some photographers from America came to Reencontro. They gave us cameras, and they taught us to take photographs of our lives. My friends took all of these pictures. They also gave me a video camera and taught me how to shoot. The camera opened my eyes to our world. I never paid much attention to all of the people in the marketplace, to all of the sights and the sounds of my city. I don't like to tell anyone that I am just an AIDS orphan. People think that all AIDS orphans are HIV positive. People, you know, they discriminate against you. Not all orphans have someone to live with, to take care of them, but that's what we all want. Some live in shacks. Some live on garbage dumps. This is my friend Irenio. His backyard is the dump.
My mother was sick and died last year in March. March 25th, I believe. Six years after my dad. What can I find for my siblings to eat? That's what I think about at night, and when I wake up. So sometimes when I don't have anything to do, I just don't want to even stay here at home. When I wake up in the morning, everybody looks at me, waiting for me to do something. I feel so bad that I am responsible for 5 people. It's very difficult.
Irenio tries not to show the stress and difficulties that his family is facing to his little brother, so that way he doesn't realize they're having so many challenges. And I really like that.
My greatest fear is to discover that I am HIV positive. I'm always thinking about that. So even now, that's giving me a huge headache. If I find out I am HIV positive, it will be very difficult for my sisters. When I was sitting out there, my heart was pumping so fast, waiting for the test results. So when we went into the room, I almost fainted. When they told me I was negative, what a relief.
My name is Jeremiah Kwasa. I am 13 years old and I am in 6th grade. And I'm a small photographer.
Jeremias is a friend I met at Reencontro. Olinda takes him to the cemetery to visit his parents' graves. He dreams of having a family again. What do you remember of your parents?
My mother, she would take me to meet her family. My parents would take me places.
So many of Alcides' friends have lost their mothers to HIV and AIDS.
Faleceu enquanto eu ainda era muito novo.
My mother died when I was very, very young. I was 2 years and few months old.
O meu irmão mais novo.
My brother, my younger brother, was 1 week, a few days old.
The last thing I remember about my mother, she was so affectionate. She would give me advice on how to live my life because she knew she was going to die.
I loved my mother. I used to like to take her pictures. My mother loved me.
My mother, she would wake me up in the morning. We would go into the fields and plant things.
My parents divorced when I was 6. My sister and I went to live with my father. My mother took my baby brother, Alex, who was only 3. That was 10 years ago. After they divorced, I never saw my mother again. She moved to a village very far away. I heard she died of AIDS several years ago, but I'm not sure where she's buried. I don't know what happened to my little brother. This is my sister Victoria. She doesn't live with me. She lives with another family, but she often comes to visit. If you could do anything in the world, what would you like our life to be?
I would like the 3 of us to live together, to go to school, and just be a family.
Don't cry. Don't cry. The way my sister reacted when I told her our father died of AIDS, she cried a lot. She didn't know. I was sad. I could not cry with her because I had to be strong for her, because I have to care for her. And I have to care for my stepmother. She's too poor for me to live with her.
Dia ele volta. Ele depois preferiu contar.
One day, your father came home,
Mas quando ele conta,
and he had something to tell me. He decided to tell me he was HIV positive.
aquele dia mesmo.
So, are you HIV positive?
Yes, I am.
Don't cry. Don't cry.
Não chora, mãe.
This is the house where my father died. Here's where I lived for a little while. I would carry water and fill this container. I would come here to watch movies and sitcoms. The porch is where my father used to sleep when he was sick. That's where my father slept. After my father died, I got tested. I'm HIV negative. If my father was here, I would tell him that I am so proud of him. Despite the circumstances that we lived in and all the struggles. I would say even though he went to school and worked as a security guard, I am so proud because he fought for our future.
You told me you have a brother who lives far away and you haven't seen him for a long time. You didn't know how he is, so that touched me. But there was nothing I could do. I could say, go and bring him to come and live with us. But I don't know how. He's far away. You don't know if he's living in Zambezi or if he's in Beira. So I left things alone because I didn't know what to do.
It's like this. Reencontro is going to help me. I'm going to call my uncle Nando to get the information, to know where he is, if he's in Beira or Zambezi, and my sponsor is going to give me the money to go and bring him here.
If it's like that, I would love it. And I would be so thankful that you could be near him, to be together with him.
Tudo mais sagrado é que te peço para o sangue que o seu filho amado derramou, em nome de Jesus. Amém.
After many weeks of searching, Reencontro found my brother. He lives with my grandparents in a village very far away.
Don't be discouraged. Be calm. We are just about to get there.
I'm trying. My best moment is where I saw my grandparents and my brother again. So that is the best moment, to meet again with my family.
Is this a photo of Mama?
I wanted to see my mother's grave.
No indi wala iyon na inafsun ubuli gore na nun labon muda. Viverin dala ukumanawa nda sikupol migi amadan mi mambesiala yamin.
Amen.
Ria para mim para acreditar.
My brother is leaving the only life he's ever known. He's coming to live with Vovo and me.
Six months later, Alcides and his brother are enjoying life as a family with Vovo.
Depois ele foi começar a mexer PlayStation.
Nos pidou bem.
Não, nem é presidente pergunta. Não é porque eu não bebi, sabe? É assim, porque a família.
My family.
Alcides Soares is now studying at the African Leadership Academy in South Africa. He plans to attend college and become a filmmaker. Ireneo joined a gang and is serving jail time for robbery. Jeremias is in school and wants to major in photography. And that's all for this edition of 21st Century. I'm Daljit Dhaliwal. We will see you next time. Until then, goodbye.